He looked like an ordinary man. A quiet face, a calm voice, someone you would never notice on a crowded street. But behind closed doors, dozens of children never made it out alive. This is the true story of Javed Iqbal, the man later known as the Silent Butcher of Lahore. In the late 1990s, Lahore was a city full of life, noise, and movement. But hidden within that chaos was a tragedy unfolding slowly, silently. Children were disappearing. Street children, runaways, children no one came looking for. At first, the disappearances didn't raise alarms. In a country struggling with poverty, missing street children were often ignored, assumed to have run away, moved on, or vanished into the margins of society. But they weren't gone. They were being hunted. Javed Iqbal lived an unremarkable life. He was not wealthy, not famous, not powerful. He lived alone in a rented house in Lahore. And that house would later become one of the darkest crime scenes in Pakistan's history. Iqbal targeted children who had no protection, boys living on the streets, children begging at markets, bus stops, and outside mosques. He approached them calmly. He offered food, money, work, shelter. For children who had nothing, it sounded like hope. They followed him willingly, and they were never seen again. For years, the pattern continued. No witnesses, no bodies, no suspects. The city moved on, unaware that a serial killer was operating in plain sight. Until one day, Javed Iqbal decided he wanted to be found. In January 1999, a letter arrived at a Lahore newspaper office. It was not anonymous. It was not vague. It was a full confession. In chilling detail, Javed Iqbal claimed responsibility for the murder of 100 children. Not one, not 10, 100. He wrote that he wanted the authorities to arrest him. He demanded the death penalty, not just death, but the same suffering he claimed to have inflicted. Police initially believed it was a hoax, but when they traced the letter, it led directly to his house. What investigators found confirmed their worst fears. Evidence, remains, personal belongings of children. Javed Iqbal did not resist arrest. He cooperated. He repeated his confession. And Pakistan was forced to confront a nightmare it had ignored for years. During interrogation, Iqbal showed no remorse. He claimed his actions were driven by rage against society, rage against parents who abandoned their children, rage against a system that allowed children to live on the streets. But his justification convinced no one. The nation was horrified, parents were terrified, and the justice system faced enormous pressure to act. In March 2000, a Pakistani court sentenced Javed Iqbal to death. The judge ordered a punishment equal to the crimes, a sentence meant to send a message that such evil would never be tolerated. But fate intervened. Before the sentence could be carried out, Javed Iqbal was found dead in his prison cell. Official reports declared it suicide. No public execution, no final answers, no closure. Today, decades later, his case still haunts Pakistan, not just because of the scale of the crime, but because it exposed something deeper. How many children were invisible? How many warnings were ignored? How long can a society look away before silence becomes guilt? Javed Iqbal is gone, but the questions he left behind are still very much alive.